Hello and welcome back. Today we have The Art of War by Sun Tzu. This is a great book. It was recommended by everyone who has ever read this book or who has ever read any book. And I read this book and I realized it is not a metaphor. It is basically just a guy talking about war and how do you prepare for war and the terrain and understanding strategies and fight mechanisms. And it's pretty old. So I did not find a lot of benefits in this book. So I wanted to find someone who has actually read this book and maybe found some principles and things that I could find benefit in. And I realized that too many people have read this book and summarized it and found a lot of things that I have not found and I have missed, especially freedom in thought. Which is a channel that talks about books and so on. And I'd like to see some principles that I found really, really beneficial from this video and from the book. And now it made it a lot more beneficial for me. There are 9 principles that I found very, very helpful from this video. Freedom in thought, the art of war, lessons learned. First, most of the things in life happen in between elements between war and peace. And war tends to be more strife and struggle, and bad things happening in life tend to be more than the good things. Despite of what you do, the circumstances are controlling the events around you in your life. So try to treat everything that happens in your life to the level of war, all right? Take things seriously. Principle number 1, war is always possible. Right now, in 2020, everyone had their new goal, their New Year resolutions. Everyone wanted to achieve a lot of things. But then the corona came, and because of this virus, a lot of people are now sitting at home and they are working at home or they have lost their jobs. I know many people in other countries who have stopped job completely, and companies said to employees, you don't have any job right now, so you gotta stay at home for further notice. So if you are not expecting this, life is going to punch you really, really fast and really, really hard. So always understand this. War is always on the horizon. Bad things happening to good people all the time. You should be ready. You should have a backup plan for something that is unexpected. The whole world, in just a matter of days and months, was shocked by this corona thing, and a lot of things are going to be like this. If you are not ready, if you don't have a backup, if you don't have a plan, life is going to punch you. Many ways in your life you can expect this to happen, where you expected good things for you. For example, you graduated from your college and you thought, well, now I'm going to go for life and start achieving my dreams and so on. And then you realize there are no jobs for you, and you have to learn a language, and you have to take a course, and you have to study, and you have to study more than you studied in college. So you have to prepare for life and understand that it's difficult, especially nowadays with technology and AI is taking the future. You as a person have to be so special and unique and investing in yourself, because war is coming, and it's war of skills and talent and knowledge. And if you don't have any of them, you are going to be armless in war, and that's not good. So number 1, war is always on the horizon. Number 2, watch out for the warning signs of war. War does not come immediately. All of a sudden you see bad things happening and a recession because of the events. Sometimes it does happen, like right now we are living where no one has expected this, but there are some early signs. And it's something you can control. If you, for example, are sending your CV to like tens or hundreds of companies and you're not getting back, that's a sign of war. You are not truly targeting the thing that you want. If you see that the skills and the talents that you have are not getting you where you want, that's an early sign of war. That means you are not going to be ready. So try to change your approach to life and to your goals, right? Number 3, avoid war at all cost, or engage at your own terms. So try to avoid problems at all cost. This is one of the best ways to approach them. But no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, problems are going to come on. And sooner than later, you're going to see yourself facing problems. So fight them at your own terms. Have a backup plan. So for example, Today, the people who are working on YouTube and making YouTube channel and online workers and freelancers and so on, people used to make fun of them like, come on, you don't have a real job, get a life or so on. But now, where everyone had to work from home, you found that these guys have the actual tools because they were prepared and they are fighting this war on the battles, and now they are thriving. So fight at your own terms. Choosing your tools and your backup plan is going to support you really at the times of war. Number 4 is to pick your battles. You are not going to be able to win every battle, but you have to win the fight. The ultimate fight in life is you thriving, is you living a good life, making the balance between work and school, studying and family and finance and so on. So if you try to do all the things at the same time, you are going to probably fail at them. Or if you are going to focus all your energy at one thing, you are going to neglect a lot of things. So how many hours do you have in your day and how you are going to spend them? This is actually principle number 5. Spend energy wisely. Let's say, for example, you have 8 hours every day, all right? And you have to work and you have to study for your school and you have assignments and so on. So have 2 hours, for example, for doing your assignments and 2 hours searching for a job, updating your resume, or studying something, taking a course, learning a language. And then maybe an hour or half an hour to exercise and an hour spending time with family. So 2 hours for studying for your school, 2 hours for searching for a job, 2 hours for working on your project or learning a language. That's 6 hours. 1 hour for recreation and for yourself and studying and working out and so on, and 1 hour for family and just taking a break. So you divide your time wisely so that by the end of the week you have accomplished a lot of things. You have gotten a job, you have learned a skill, learned a language, you have updated your resume, found a job, or did something online. So divide your time and spend it wisely. Principle number 6, adjust the battle plan to end the war as fast as possible. When you are assigning time, if you have 2 hours for school and 2 hours for work, as we said, sometimes you want to adjust that plan. It doesn't have to be fixed. So see the things that you can postpone right now, the things that you can delay. For example, right now, I can delay work for school because I need to get a job as fast as possible. So have most of your time, have 3 or 4 or 5 hours even to spend on finding a job, and the rest of the time, 2 hours on studying, and then 1 hour for working out, or just 4 hours on finding a job, and the other 4 hours dividing on the rest. So find your most important priority. Prioritize the thing that is going to have the biggest impact on your life and on your finance and your future, as you can see the year going on. Principle number 7, be prepared for loss. This is inevitable. Loss is going to happen no matter how you try. You have to expect loss and you have to accept it as it is and move on, all right? It might sound like cliche. Life is going to punch you, it's going to be hard and so on. And everyone is getting punched every day. You are not so special because you have some difficulties or problems. Everyone has them. So accept that you have problems, all right? Adjust and accept. This is what you can do. You can accept your problems and adjust upon that. You can thrive. You can come from these losses stronger, a better person, or not. So see the strength inside of you, all right? Can you learn from the loss? Can you learn from failing at school? Can you learn from losing a job? Can you or can you not? If not, try to adjust. Principle number 8, you are stronger than what you think. So you said, I have lost, I have failed, and you put a banner on yourself and you just name yourself a failure or a loss. But believe me, you can change. You can become stronger physically. You can become stronger mentally. You can have better memory. You can have a better job. You can have better skills. You are much stronger than you think. God has given you gifts and talents, but you are neglecting them and focusing on one thing that might not be for you. Find your strength and work on them. You are not put here for a chance or for nothing, for no reason. You are here for a reason. Find that reason and work for it. And don't neglect your strength for covering weaknesses. If you just work on covering weaknesses, by the end of your life, you are going to have many strong weaknesses. All right? So you don't want to do this. Find your strength and have amazing strength, not just average weaknesses. The last principle: appreciate, enjoy, and nurture peace. If you are ready, if you took the previous principles and you work towards your goals and you finally achieve them, take your time to enjoy them. Take time to enjoy peace. At some point in your life, you are going to find peace and you are going to find happiness, and God is going to change what you have. You know, after the struggle comes peace and comes prosperity. Always have faith in God and always have work and enjoy the peace when it comes. You don't have to struggle reaching it. You can enjoy the process and you can enjoy reaching your goals. I hope that you find happiness and peace and you win all your battles and war, and I'll see you next time.